Ah, the forests of Germany. Be ashamed to lose all this, but I'm not quite sure I'm ready to drive one of those horrible little electric cars to hang on to it. So how exactly do you reconcile a fondness for the planet with a love of disgustingly fast cars? Here's Porsche's solution, the new 911. Okay, so it doesn't look very new. There are no sheet metal changes, just tweaks to the lights and bumpers, some new mirrors and different alloy wheels. But underneath the skin, this is a substantially different animal. There are two new engines, both fitted with direct injection, and Porsche's PDK dual clutch gearbox finally appears in a road car 25 years after making its debut on the track. Adding direct injection to these engines means they're a little less interesting to listen to. You get that sort of diesely clatter at idle. Inside, they're not quite as sonorous as they used to be either, but still really soulful. But the important thing is, the power and economy figures are just miles better than they were before. This is the Carrera S, 3.8 litres. It's up from 350 horsepower to 375 horsepower. Now that's nearly GT3 levels. And if you pick the Carrera, that's now got 340 horsepower. Yet it does 29.5 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and emits 225 grams per kilometre of CO2. So it's below the seriously bad tax ban, and it's more economical than an Audi TT V6. Can you believe that? Now this new PDK gearbox is one of the very best dual clutch gearboxes we've tried. It's smooth and refined in normal mode. Press the sport button, becomes much more responsive. And in manual mode you've got full control. It won't change up at the red line unless you tell it to. But the problem I've got with it is that the way you interact, it just isn't, it's not right. And instead of having a right paddle up, left paddle down arrangement that we're all familiar with, this thing's got a push-pull thing. Both of them, push them to go up a gear, pull either of them and you'll go down a gear, but it's too confusing. There's not really much of a mention of this in the press pack, but the front suspension, the rear suspension as well, have been revised, and it's completely changed the character of this car to drive. Previous 911s had this funny sort of bobbing effect on the nose, uneven surfaces, get the nose playing around there. It was sort of characterful, but sometimes you didn't quite have the confidence you needed to lean on the front end through corners. Now this time, it's totally changed. It's a much more capable car. Maybe some of the charm gone? Possibly, but I think a lot more people will be able to get into this car and feel comfortable going fast. It's difficult not to be disappointed at the conservative styling. But while it might look the same as the old car, this one is substantially better to drive and own, and it's considerably kinder to the planet. If we want to continue to enjoy fast cars, it's clever engineering like this that will help us do it. It's such a great feeling knowing you're doing your bit for the environment. If you want to find out how the new 911 stacks up against the revised Aston Martin Vantage, get the August 2008 issue of Car Magazine.